Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championship.
Right, welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We've got the man himself, Mr. Adrian Lewis.
Hello.
Adrian, Ali Paddy is now firmly on the horizon, even though you're not there anymore. Do you still get excited at World Championship time of year?
Listen, one thing that shouts in my mind is Christmas, World Championships. Who's going to win it? I'm unsure.
Well, we'll come on to that in a minute, but even though you're not there, do you still watch it at home and everything like that?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. Like I say, we watch most of the tournaments. I've got no choice with the lads, so I come in from fishing one day. My lad's got Luke Humphrey's top on. I'm like, oh, hold on a minute, what's going on here?
Well, look, Luke and Luke do seem in a world of their own.
Yes.
At a moment. Do you see it that way as well?
Like I said, my lad brought me up today. We were talking about it on the way up here, and we were trying to work out who's got a great chance in the tournament, who can, on the longevity of the format, who can do it. And there's probably only 5 names that have come up really. Obviously one of them's Luke Littler, Luke Humphreys. I think Wade will turn his fortunes round. I think he's gone out 3 rounds, first round every year, so I think he'll turn his fortune round. I think, do you know who's another dark horse as well? Callum Reds, I think he always performs at the World Championships. He hasn't done much over the last few months, but he'll be up there with his talent, so... I don't know really. I don't know. I couldn't say who's going to win it.
James has never been the same since Wingate, has he?
Pardon?
James has never been the same since Wingate.
No, he'll never go with that. Considering he caused it.
Look, there's a different pressure going back to Alexandra Palace as the champion, and everyone's saying that Luke Littler is favourite and he will win it. But when only 3 people have ever defended this title, the odds would suggest that he won't win it this year. What's the difference going back as champ?
It's certainly different in the aspect of now they're playing for £1 million as well. I've always talked to Stephen Bunting tonight, and he was like, "Oh God, I don't know how I feel if I'm praying for it's £1 million horse." But then I said to him, I said, "You think about it, Steve? Do you actually think about the money when you're actually playing for them win the title?" He's gone, "No, I don't." I said, "Well, there's Johnson." You don't really think about the money until after. That's like a bonus. Well, Luke Littler defended it. I think he's in a form too. I think he's got longevity in the formats, with the high scoring, high finishing. And I think that's what it's going to take. I think it's going to be somebody up there who's going to have to play the socks off and beat him.
Why is it so difficult to defend this title? Like, even Michael Van Gerwen hasn't. It's only Phil and Gary that have ever defended the PDC World title. What makes it so difficult to defend?
Well, in my instance, I think it was more... I was playing rubbish, to be fair, going into the second one. I wasn't... I changed my darts. I joined a new sponsor with Target. I couldn't get used to the darts, and I was literally like, I'm going to struggle here. And it was Eddie Bristow that said on the comms, he's got no chance of winning it. And I looked and I thought, and I felt my mind change. And ever since then, obviously, that's what happened. And if it wasn't for Eddie saying that, I'd probably go out the next round.
That's mad.
Yeah, it is really. Looking back now, yeah, it is, yeah.
So if I get you on camera saying Luke Littler's got no chance, I'll play it to him in round 2. See if it fires him up the same.
Oh, yeah, well, God, yeah.
But no, look, it's different now, that this younger breed,
that
it is all eyes on the job, where you remember you actually used to have the great crack and
definitely,
so on.
Yeah.
Even like in around the exhibitions talking to the youngsters, do you feel that change in the guard, that mentality is different now?
I think what we used to do, I'm only talking like 2.5 years ago, for God's sake. We used to have a laugh and a joke behind the scenes, but as soon as we got on the stage, it was serious. Then you're there to do a job. Now it's just all what I've been hearing is everything's serious. So everybody's got the earphones in and not talking to each other. But to be fair, Phil, I don't think we want anybody like robots. I don't want everybody going, "Oh, it's like robotic."
Yeah.
We don't want that. We want some characters in the game.
The mind games in the practice room as well.
100%. I mean, Phil was the best. I think probably Peter Mann was second. But we always had a bit of fun before, because I always think, a little bit of banter behind the scenes, kind of just release a little bit of pressure, and you can relax a little bit and just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just really interesting, and I talk about obviously Gary and that there. Gary, everyone that's clamours to that hope of there's one more Gary Anderson swan song. Can your old bucket do it?
Listen, I'd love it. Even though you go one above me in the 3 category, honestly, I'd love it. because I think he's been a long time saver. He's a lovely bloke, and I couldn't wait for anybody else to win it.
Yeah, it's really interesting that this dynamic of the World Championships is going on, and £1 million and so on, and how long before we get 2 million and so on. The darts is on this.
I think, to be honest, when we mentioned, like I said, the £1 million, what's going to be the issue with me is, when it sits with me is, yeah, if someone, say for instance now, Luke Littler won the World Championship. Who's going to touch him in probably 5 years? He's going to be world number one now for 5 years, guaranteed, basically. Just on that one win.
So on that, would you like to see the world rankings then change to perhaps a point system to be a bit
think
better?
It's a bit more balance on the respect of the other tournaments need to come up a little bit, like the match play or the Grand Prix or the Grand Slam. I think that they need raising stakes on the money on there, because otherwise the Worlds is just too top heavy.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one to say that, including like current pros that've spoken out about that as well. They're like, look, this doesn't make any sense anymore. And Alan Moran said on ITV that they are looking at a change to the ranking system. Nothing to agree with yet, but they are actively.
I think no, they've got the popularity. Obviously, Luke Littler's brought a brand new audience into the game as well. And I honestly think now they can up the stakes, they can up the money on all the tournaments. There's no reason they can't. So I think they should pay the players what they deserve.
At the Worlds as well, everyone starts talking about the Premier League as well. And we know there are players that are locked in. But the ones that are perhaps on the periphery, on the cusp, in the early rounds of the Worlds, does that ever on your mind as a player that if I lose here, I'm going to be out of the Premier League?
Oh, God, definitely, yeah. I mean, Steve Munsey, like I said, we were talking about it tonight again. Steve Munsey's number 4 in the world at the minute. And hope to God he doesn't go first round, because you don't want the PDC to have options of like, if such and such goes out first round, we'll put him in there. You need to cement your place in that World Championship, and that's where it's all done.
Premier League, would you like to see a change in it? Does it need freshening up, in your opinion?
I think the format, I mean, they've changed the tournament style. It's called the Premier League. But to me, it's like a tournament every week. So I think maybe, I don't know, I can't say what they can do and what they shouldn't do. I mean, the PDC and Matt Fort and Barry and Eddie now, they always get it right. So to me, I don't know, they've got to change something, because it gets a bit boring in my opinion.
Well, that's why I asked, because you're a fan watching now. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Is the thing. So from a fan point of view, would you like to see it change?
Yes, I would, yeah.
Like, you're not the only one to say that.
Look, I feel like I'm digging it.
No, look, as well, obviously MVG heads to the Worlds, and for once, not really being spoken about. Will he like that, or will it annoy him that he's not saying?
Do you know what? That'll probably suit him down to the ground. At this moment in his life now, with everything's going on and everything else, I can't, I couldn't, it wouldn't surprise me if he won the Worlds. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
That'd be some, like, from where he is.
I love it as well. He's another one, isn't he? He's an old guard now. He's not like the young ones anymore.
You're protecting the old guard tonight,
yeah, you've got to, haven't you? Because at the end of the day, you've got all this young blood coming through, and they're hungry and everything else. And if MVG can go up there and play like he can. Oh, he proved it last year. I never expected MVG to get to the final.
I don't think
anybody did. No. So, if he can do it over there, he can do it again.
Before we box off the Worlds, will it be a Luke and Luke final? Is that the final we were expecting? Will it happen?
Do you know what, right? I think there's going to be a few shocks. Yeah. But if you don't take out the 2 Lukes early doors, definitely final.
And yourself, where is the Adrian Lewis game at the moment? So you're playing a lot of exhibitions.
Yeah.
How is the game, just in general?
I've been playing off decent patches. I think, we've been knocking a few good averages. Like I say, 116, 110s on a regular basis. Not like one, but then I'm averaging like 80 odd. So I've been up and down. But I'm enjoying it again. So that's the main thing. And it's all, to me, at the minute, it's just steps. And as soon as it gets to, my mindset's got to be right. If I'm going to go back like full-fledged into the PDC, I need my mind to be 100%.
Just touching on the way you put that, I'm guessing right now then, it's not there. It's not ready to be Adrian Lewis to play.
No, definitely not, no. I don't want to see him like a fool. I don't want to be like, I don't know, like a journeyman. If I turn up there, I want there for win tournaments. And at this moment in time, my mind's not 100%.
So, as we record this, I know things can change. It's more than likely that you won't go to Q School. As we record, I know things can change.
Yeah,
right now,
probably 60-40 against you.
No, I respect that. We've known each other a long time.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I love your honesty on this, because to me, you'll always be the back-to-back champion of the world. And like you say,
But I will be back. I promise you, I will be back. That's one thing I will, bro.
And I see too many players hanging on.
Yeah.
Like you called it, like, well, I need to step away.
Yeah.
And I massively respect that. And I'd love to see this younger generation that we've now got see the Adrian Lewis that I enjoyed gracing the stage. And I genuinely hope that you can get that mindset back. And I honestly mean that, my friend. And it'd be great to see you back one day.
I will, I promise you, I will be back. Just a bit of time, that's all.
Adrian, my thanks for your time. As always, buddy, and wish you all the very best.
Love you, mate. Thank you.
Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championship.